Hi guys, it's Randy and Amanda. Today, Amanda is behind the camera. Say hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Who saw that one coming? All right, we're working on our project here in the dining room where we have our seed starts. And I don't know if you can see behind me, we have our wire shelf. Can you see that? Okay. So we built that the other day, and now we're going to add the lighting. Now, we got a really good deal. We went to Habitat for Humanity. We're not being paid by them. We just went there because they have a lot of inexpensive items there for these kind of projects. So we found these. There were 3 of them. They're basically fluorescent lighting ballasts with a hood on them, which we thought would be perfect for reflecting the light using for our growing. So we picked up 3 for 25 bucks. $10 a piece. We picked up the lights elsewhere. They obviously didn't come with the lights. They're all tested, all good to go. Now what I've done here is I took one of these ballasts already, these lighting rigs, okay, and I put tin foil on the inside. I don't know if you want to focus down on that. If you can see that, we have tin foil here, and when we put the light in, that's going to help reflect the light and just give us more light. So we've got that. Now, next step is we need to hang these from our wire shelving unit. So what you need for that is obviously you need some sort of mechanism to hang it and to hold it and be adjustable so you can bring it up and down any which way you need. So what we did is we went out and we purchased S-hooks. I don't know if you can see that. That's one S-hook, and then we've got one that's going to go on the shelf as well, which is a little bit bigger. We got the bigger ones for the shelf and the smaller ones for the lighting rig here. But these ones here are for the wire shelf because they're cheaper. They're on clearance, 30 cents a piece. Can't go wrong. For whatever reason, these ones were 50 cents, well, 49 cents a piece. But anyway, we need to be able to hook this into this rig so it can hang. Now there's no holes in this for us to do that right now, so we have to drill some. What I did before we started filming is I took this apart and looked inside so we're not drilling in an area that we shouldn't be. So I've located exactly where we need to be doing that. So I'm going to drill 4 holes, 1, 2 here and 2 at the back, and that will steer clear of any wires or anything that we need to be careful of. So I've got my drill. I've already picked the bit that's going to fit this nicely, and I'm going to go ahead and drill that right now. So here we go.
Stopping. Yay! And are you using specifically metal bits, or you're not today?
This is a metal bit, yes.
Okay.
There's a carbide tip. So here's the next one. So make sure if you're going to do any kind of modifications, drilling anything, especially with electrical, know where everything's at. Just gotta pop a little bit out. There we go. Okay.
Did you happen to mention that these had spots for hanging on them, but they just didn't they weren't suitable?
No. Well, I can show you guys. If you can focus over here. You see there's 2 holes here. We could put bolts in there, and that's really what that's for, is for bolting to the underside of a cabinet or something along those lines. But that didn't really suit our need for this because we need to have it adjustable, and where those are, it only gives 2 anchor points, so we would be lopsided because of the weight distribution on these. So we had to rig this up ourselves. Now, if you have something that has holes on the sides that you don't have to modify, go for that. But this is just what we were able to get for a decent price and works for what we're looking to do here. So there's our holes. And there we go. There's the hook. Works perfect in that hole. And we'll be ready for the next step. Now, I have to do this 3 times, but I'm only going to show you once. So the next step is your chain. You need to know how much of this stuff you need. For us, I'm using 1.5 feet for each hook. So I've got to measure out about 1.5 feet, find where the end is. So we have 30 feet here, which is more than we need, but we'll find use for the rest. So if you measure out about 1.5 feet, right? So this will be 1 foot, and then we go about another half.
Do you think people need chain as thick as this?
No. You don't necessarily have to go this thick.
We went to the hardware store and looked at all the options and picked the most economical one for what would suit our needs. So don't feel like you have to pick a very specific chain.
Right.
Needs to be strong enough to hold up your legs.
I gotta find my bit. There we are. Okay, so all you're gonna do is just hook it on, and then the other end will just hook onto the shelving unit anywhere. So, and it works perfect because it's wire. We can adjust it up and down, whichever way. So that's really all there is to it. You want to make a rig like this, you know, go ahead, show us. I'm making way too much noise, you probably can't hear me. Go ahead, show us what you set up, and you know, we'd like to see what you guys have. I've seen a few out there already. This is just what we are doing, so don't, you know, think that we're professionals at this. This is just our idea. We threw this together, thought it would work, so we're giving it a shot, and we'll keep you updated if it works or not. We are moving the shelf from in front of the window to right against this wall. It's funny because the art that's here says, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." It's funny because, you know, we're playing around with light.
We're putting lights in front of it.
Yeah. So anyway, this is essentially it. I guess we'll cut the video here and show you once we have these all hung up and you can see it in action. I'll show you one more step when we get to the wiring. Now these here, I'm going to show you one thing. Our plug-in. I don't know if you can see it. It's three prong. Now the interesting thing about these is they've got plugs in them. So what I'm going to do is just run one to the next, and we'll see if that works for us. Hopefully it does. So once we've got it all set up, we'll show you a couple more steps and we'll be good to go. Alright, see you in a few. Okay guys, and we're back. Right, so we've finished drilling all the holes, and we've actually cut all of the chain to the sizes we needed. We've hung them on our rack, and so they're all even. So we've kind of set it up here. So as you can see, if you look on the side here, I want you to take a look at all the cords here. We got one cord coming from this one going to the next, and vice versa down to the bottom one. And the bottom one is plugged into the wall. So they're all kind of they're all chained up. So if we switch them on, there's all switches here. We can go individually, and seems to be perfect. It's exactly what we were expecting, exactly what we need, and yeah. So I would say that this is a success so far, and we'll keep you updated on what happens with the plants under these lights. First time for us using grow lights. So, all right, I guess that's everything. Amanda, do you want to add anything? No? All right. So guys, this wasn't a very hard project to do. I guess I'll just wrap this up for you. It's pretty easy, was fairly inexpensive, under $200 to do all this.
Under 100.
Under 100, was it?
Just barely.
Okay. All right.
And
well,
I'm pretty sure most people can do it cheaper if you can salvage materials elsewhere.
yeah, well, we got a lot of stuff on
You know what?
on
It was
sale.
the light bulbs. They were $8 a piece plus tax.
Yeah.
That was part of the expense.
Yeah. So I think this is a success so far. And yeah, so we'll keep you updated. Just keep on watching our channel and we'll let you know what happens from here on out. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later.